Hello there viewers and welcome to the Valley Farm. It is of course time to lime. Blimmin' heck, this has got one big mighty spread on it. In the previous episode I actually did the last of the field care to this field. So this field is now mulched, ploughed, I do believe. Matt, please confirm this for me. So, let's go over to you, soil conditions. So, yes, indeed, mulched, and then does it need liming? I'm in the process of doing that. So there we go. As you can see, a lot of it has gone away already. And fertilized, not fertilized. So, of course, liming has to be done everywhere. And I'm going to actually do that with a few time lapses because I would love to actually get grass sown into 62. And then these areas here, I would love to get alfalfa in. And of course, this is my big grass field, which will be even bigger eventually because I'll be buying this field over here for 145,000. And then that'll be one massive grass field of mine. And I do believe that will do for this series. I'm waiting for field 60 to finish growing. 52, and I actually do need to sell this field up here because I don't need it no more. So let's go ahead, sell you, and I am waiting for field 2 to actually grow as well. There we go. So let me crack on and actually get this sorted out. I didn't think the actual spread was this far. I know, of course, the game actually tells you how wide the spread is, but reading it and seeing it is two different things. There we go. That is this field done, which is going to be my small grass field because I don't really fancy any crops going in here. So I need to go through bushes. It's totally fine to do that. Not in real life, but it's alright for the game. So I can actually spread lime on this field. And then it is just the dotted areas up in the cows area. Well, there we go. This field is now complete. And the terrain is definitely uneven, so I'm actually happy to actually keep this as grass. I might actually use the smooth tool as well, just to make it easier, because I don't know what I will be actually using to cut the grass. As of yet, for now, I have got the mowers. But that's now. What about the future? I could be using different equipment. I would like to actually upgrade all my equipment, really, to be honest. Right, so let's go ahead and get this part done first. And then I need to move, of course, on and do the other spots. I'm not going to bore you with this. We've already had a time lapse and me showing you while I'm actually liming. So I'm going to get this done now, off camera. And there you go. All done. Spot is gone. Now, if I remember correctly, my seeder is indeed just a seeder on its own. If I remember correctly. I need to go here because it's already situated. So I need to find a good spot to empty you out and go ahead and get fertilizer. Now that the liming is complete, I need to actually fertilize the area as well. Even though the seeder is a direct drill, it's only got capacity for seed, and that's it. I actually like removing the hood. Awesome. Right, let's see if I'm correct. So, yep, I am. So, let's go ahead and unfold. There we go. Do like the width on this. And it's brilliant because it's a direct drill as well. So let's turn you on and get going. Here we go. Grass is going in. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. So this field is going to be grass, and then hopefully the big plan is to actually have them two fields in front of me as grass, and I reckon that should be enough grass fields for this series. I might do another field as alfalfa, but I don't know as of yet. We'll see how it actually goes. And I'm all over the place. It feels like I'm actually fighting the terrain. It's definitely bumpy. Right, and I'm missing spots. There we go. And get rid of you again. It just feels better to actually have the hood off. Allows me to actually see everything without the miles per hour waving about in front of me. And all the other details. And I think for viewing purposes as well, it's kind of good. When you actually play a game enough, you kind of actually overlook some details, like the interface. Oops, missing a bit there. Or you take the smallest things for granted, like the small movements of what actually happens on the machinery when you're driving. The slightest bumps, the slightest inclines or increments, and the animations to the actual vehicles and equipment. You overlook because you're just so used to playing the game, getting on, sitting down and playing, and that's it. even the sounds can become a bit like, oh, I've heard that sound multiple times before. It's just normal to me now. Right, let's cut over and then cut back in. There we go. And I need to actually finish this off because I need to get on and get the alfalfa in. I had to stop the recording. I need to get something, so I'm confused now because I thought the setting stopped them acting like super sheep or super animals, shall I say. And it looks like that setting hasn't worked. It's strange letters in your advanced setting. So, turned it off, hoping it'll work, and it hasn't. So, that is a thing. Right, so, I need the hood up. So, I need alfalfa. I guess that is alfalfa. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybeans, sorghum, oilseed radish, grass, alfalfa. There you go. Just wanted to make sure and check. And it is time for me to actually put alfalfa into these areas here. Cows won't eat this, I don't believe. Well, I hope that they don't. I reckon, this is my own opinion though, the grazing mod, which allows animals to graze off the fields. Oh, I actually missed that. I thought I was going to crash into the tree then. That's why I braked. Should give you an option on different types of animals. Mind you, the animals that can feed off the fields, I do believe is 2, as in cows and sheep. If you're on Court Farm, it'll be 3 because the rabbits eat grass. But with that in mind, it'll be nice to actually have the option to switch that off for a specific animal, because I don't really fancy having the cows eat off the field if they have a chance to do so. The only reason being is because I don't fancy filling the trough up with grass for the cows, because I'd rather have hay or mixed rations in there, because grass is a low percentage. But of course, having the option on for the sheep, perfect, because they eat grass and hay. But the main factor is, of course, grass, and it's 100% for them. So it's perfect. Whereas I do believe the cows, it's 10% or something like that. Because I did that mistake on Constant and filled the cow's trough up with grass, thinking that I could actually 100% all of the actual fulfillments. So 100% grass, and then 100% total mixed ration, and then whatever. So then once it's done with the total mixed ration, it can automatically go on and eat the grass if you haven't actually got any mixture for them, like it did in 19, but it's totally changed. And you can't actually have a mixture in there properly, because there is a limit to the capacity. Unlike before, it used to be a capacity for each product, whereas now it's a mixture of products to equals up to that capacity. But hopefully, what I'm actually really, come on. Just need to turn a little bit later, I reckon. So hopefully the plan is to have a forage wagon or wrapped bales for grass silage, and then alfalfa silage I think I will be putting into a pit. So I don't know how I'll be actually collecting that. That'll probably be either through a harvester, I reckon, or it could be a forage wagon, maybe, because then I can actually pick it up off the ground and then put it into the pit using the forage wagon. But I would like to actually do something different to what I'm actually doing for the grass. So say if I'm using the baler for the actual grass, then I use the forage wagon for the alfalfa. But if I'm using a forage wagon for the grass, I'll use a forage harvester for the alfalfa, because I would like to use the pits. I think I'll get more use out of the pits if I concentrate on alfalfa than me concentrating on grass. Grass I can actually grow on every single map. Alfalfa, on the other hand, it's selected maps that I can actually grow it. So I'd rather show, that was a notification, I'd rather show that more off than grass itself. So I reckon I would need one more field for alfalfa. It might be the field next to my grass field, but we'll see. It all depends on cost, what money comes in, time as well. So I'm actually hoping to fertilize these fields and then call it an episode, and then in the next episode I can do hopefully a skip into next month and then do the second application of fertilizer and then harvest the fields what need harvesting, and hopefully that will be the canola. I don't think the sorghum will be ready then, I don't reckon. But you know what, I've done enough talking, so let's get this finished. Here we go. The last bit. And that is it. The alfalfa is now in the ground. I haven't actually used much seed, to be honest. So turn you off. Raise you up. Fold. And there you go. Look at that beautiful ground. So the map now looks like this. So this is fully fertilized, so I don't have to worry about the sorghum, so that's fine. So I need to, of course, fertilize everywhere else. So what does the growth look like? Looks all right. Looks good. So hopefully the canola and sorghum will be done in the skip. Colors for the crop types. Look at that vibrant purple. Awesome. And there we go. First person view. I actually like the cab in here. Size is brilliant. Just imagine myself being a real person in here, and yeah, definitely will be comfy. So I need to go ahead and detach from you. I can easily tidy up off camera, but for now, let's go ahead, attach ourselves to the actual spreader. Spread fertilizer, and then I reckon that's it. We'll be golden for this episode.